I'm not going to apologize. I have more to share about forward-facing sonar. If you're still on the fence about owning forward-facing sonar, let me share something that happened the last couple of trips I took out on the ice. We were in 11 feet of water looking for panfish, bigger crappie, perch, and a few bluegill. Something different this time. Of course, every time I go out, I make sure I bring along my Garmin LiveScope. Having it with me has become a necessary part of my trip. We always look for fish, and it's a great tool to help find them, as we've all been told. But sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Here's the interesting thing about live sonar. It is noisy. There's a ton of pinging going on. A transducer works by pinging sound off the bottom or whatever passes through it. Well, the more experience we have with live sonar, the more we are learning that fish are affected by that increased pinging of live sonar. A Vexilar or 2D sonar doesn't seem to have that much of a deterrent going on, but there is some that say it does. In the last 2 trips we took out, I started tracking fish coming forward into my live sonar transducer. Fish would come from 65, 55, 45 feet out, making their way toward us. And interestingly enough, those marks would get to 32 feet and then disappear. It didn't happen once or twice, but many times. I should have kept track. I guarantee it was at least 10 to 12 times. Once or twice is a coincidence. Anything more than that is cause for concern. I turned the LiveScope off, and finally, after 5 hours, we marked fish on the Vexilar. Uh-oh, live sonar may be doing more harm than good. I'm Chasen Walter, and that's In Through the Outdoors. Find more at chasenwalter.com. Be safe, and thanks for listening. There are over 1,000 episodes of In Through the Outdoors now, with over 100,000 podcast downloads. Between Hooksets is growing too, and coming soon, a new long-form radio and podcast called Walleye Radio, dedicated to Chasing Walter.